What's up, guys? We are doing Car Conversations. This is a brand new playlist. What's it about? Car Conversations is where we are going to answer your questions as we're driving and going places and doing things. And I'm going to be very focused on the road. I'm just telling you now, all of you who are concerned, I am eyeing the road. So our first question for today, all of the questions so far that we have for each car conversation were given to us by you. So if you want your question answered, comment below. The question for today is, was your honeymoon what you expected? So each of us had separate honeymoons. So
praise the Lord.
I think that people are probably very interested in this.
Yeah.
Because some people can probably feel awkward talking about their honeymoon.
Well, and honeymoons can be so, like, you hear stories of,
Yeah.
like, tragic honeymoons and, like, epic honeymoons. And so, like, it really is
disappointing honeymoon.
You don't know when someone answers this what they're actually going to
Yeah.
say. So, what was yours like?
Well,
you just had it, so it's fresh on your mind.
No, I feel like you're the veteran, so you should know.
Remember, my eyes are on the road. My honeymoon, so it was over 8 years ago. We went to Costa Rica and Colorado, like a little two-part. And the cool thing about it was I didn't know what to expect because I did not plan it.
It was a surprise, right?
Did not plan a single thing. I was so involved in the wedding planning, and it was just like overwhelming me at the time.
Well,
and
because
so,
she had 1,000 people at her wedding, and like how many bridesmaids and groomsmen? It was like
14 or
14. And
you were one of them. We have a big family, so that contributed a lot. So Zach actually planned the entire honeymoon and surprised me, which I wanted. I was like, you just do it, and he totally did. And so I didn't know what to expect, but then of course, you know, you have natural expectations, like whatever it is, it's gonna be awesome. And I'm parked so I can look. So overall, I would say it was better than I expected because he did such an amazing job planning all the details. I didn't have to worry about a thing. I literally showed up. He had the entire itinerary for the entire honeymoon, and I'm a planner, and to not have to do that, it was amazing. And just like our first night was really amazing. I don't have any regrets about that. I mean, of course there was on the honeymoon like moments of me and having certain expectations of like certain things and like, oh, having to work through that, just like natural selfishness.
Yeah.
So that was
Do you have
definitely
any
there.
examples?
Just
Because
like
you say that and everyone's wondering, what is she talking about?
like,
You know?
oh, yeah. Maybe like an activity or something
Yeah.
that he would plan, and I was like, oh, really hoping more for this other thing, and then having to work through like, okay, no, but he really enjoys this.
Yeah.
This is fun for him, and then being willing in that moment to sacrifice and not be like, it has to be this.
Yeah.
So just working through that kind of stuff, having conversations, because it's the first time you've traveled together for us and like gone on a trip, and you're learning all of that for the first time. So overall, we honestly had a blast, and we even on our honeymoon extended it a little bit because we didn't want to come home. But then we eventually came home. Okay. You.
So yeah, honeymoon wasn't what I expected. My honeymoon was about 7.5 months ago, so it wasn't that long ago.
I thought you were gonna say it was 7.5 months.
We did it differently. No, we did it differently. I enjoy being a part of the planning process, and Dave had done so much planning for my engagement, and he just did a lot of planning like during our dating and engagement days that I think he liked the idea of me being involved, so we could both kind of like really anticipate rather than it being a surprise. So for us, that worked really, really, really well. And for sure, my honeymoon was it what I expected? Well, you can only have like expectations that you don't know the reality of what it's going to be. So I think that it was definitely better than what I expected for sure. We had something really hilarious happen though. So we stayed here for 2 nights in San Antonio, which was wonderful. I would say that was probably like the highlight of like the honeymoon for us, because we just stayed at such a beautiful resort, and it was so nice. Like it was like the calm after the storm. Like it was just so nice to be together. And obviously both of us and our husbands save sex for marriage, and so it's like you don't have to have all these accountability partners and like people around. You can just like enjoy being together and married, you know, like finally, you know, which is wonderful. Anyway, so then when we left San Antonio, we went to Colorado for our honeymoon, and we get on the airplane, we're completely on, so excited, ready to go. We keep getting these announcements from like the pilot, like we're experiencing some difficulties with our flight, whatever, our airplane. And then we get that a couple times. We're on the airplane for like an hour or longer, and then they finally tell us our entire flight has been canceled and we have to get completely off the airplane. Then we have to go, and
that's the worst.
We're there at the airport for several hours before they can finally fly us out. So then we get to Denver where we landed, and it's already super late, and we still have to drive like 2.5 hours. So we're gonna get to our place at like 2 in the morning, and then we get there and they tell us that our luggage never made it. We had packed everything, like everything in our suitcase, so we wouldn't have any carry-ons or anything. So we had zero with us. And so I have to say, Dave was way more mature. I was getting a little sad, like, oh, like I'm so tired now. It's getting late.
And you're exhausted from the wedding
You're
too.
exhausted,
like,
and I'm like, I just
tired.
want my bags, I want my stuff. So we literally had to stop at Target and get like underwear and toothpaste because we had nothing.
Because that's all you need on your
And
honeymoon.
then to make it matters even worse, we're driving into this place. We're staying on this lakefront, and so it's super like excluded and nice and like exclusive, whatever that word is. And so it's super dark. And then what we didn't realize is that their address doesn't show up on Google Maps or anything. So then we had to search for like 30 minutes in the dark trying to find our like Airbnb place. And we were just both like dead by the end. Like, okay, we have nothing with us. Anyway, so that was probably the most unexpected part of our honeymoon, but highlight, I know I'm talking forever, highlight of the honeymoon is we actually went into Denver because we were staying outside of Denver, went into Denver and went to a Denver Nuggets NBA game, and it was like so fun. We
love basketball so much. We're really into that.
Was too much information. Okay, I've been talking too long.
So all that to say, and you said it really fast, all that to say, you loved your honeymoon?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
All right, guys, if you want to ask us a question about anything, we are going to be doing weekly car conversations, just super casual with our phone bouncing and like.
We do not have the right thing right now, so
we're going to get a better thing that we'll sit on our dashboard.
If you wait for things to be perfect, you may never start.
No.
Start with what you have.
Totally. Bouncing and all. So comment below if you have a question, and we're going to do these weekly, and we are excited to chat with you guys.
We'll see y'all later.